Everybody, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there. Yes, it's Tim, and here we are. A little different get together this evening. That's, that's one thing that's different. It is evening, and I just felt like a postprandial cup of Joe today. It doesn't happen very often, but hey, once in a while, why not? And it's also a little different. I'd like to just share with you a little Thanksgiving message in a way. Last evening, our church had a special service, and they called it Praise and Pie Night. And I didn't get any pie last night. I'm on a keto diet of all things. I'm trying to knock off a few pounds, so I missed out on that part of it. But I did participate with an area of gratitude um, that I have this evening as well. And there's so many I could choose from, but I felt like I should just praise God uh, for old age. And if you were there at our service last night, this is going to be the same, the same thing. So I understand if you would rather not listen to it again, that's okay. This is your warning that it comes from that. But it's not something I hear a lot from um, us geezers. But I'm grateful for old age. I don't take it for granted. I realize that not everyone has the privilege of going through this season of life that I'm a part of, and I'm grateful for it. Now, if you know my situation, you would probably guess that my wife Kathy is a big part of that, and you would be exactly right. She is. We have a great story, but as part of that, um, you may know that Kathy and I were both widowed before we even met, and we'd gone through that whole process of caretaking and grieving and going on alone. But when God brought us together, uh, He really did make beauty out of ashes. I thank Him for that every day, and what a blessing it is to have a wonderful wife like Kathy and the relationship that we do, and a kind of a marriage where Christ is at the center of everything that we do. Secondly, I'm grateful for old age because I'm at a unique place in my life where I can go to God and genuinely say, God, I'm available for whatever you have in mind, and that can be just any number of things. I try to be faithful to the calling that God has given me. I think God has a calling for all of us, and in my case, I really think that God put me here on this earth just so I could teach people the Bible, and I try to do that. It's one of the reasons why I have this YouTube channel. Doesn't amount to much, but it is a something, and we're active in our church. I'm out knocking on doors sometimes. I play in the orchestra that we have here and fill in for whatever is going on. I fill in preaching and teaching in different places. It's been a little slow this year, but averages about once a month this year anyway that I've been preaching and teaching someplace, and that's fine. You know, I thank God for it. Although a couple of weeks ago, I was asked by a missionary if I'd be willing to fill in for him next year when he's on furlough. He doesn't feel like his church there is cohesive enough to just leave the group and come back without having to start all over again almost. And of course, my response was, "I'm available." So next year we'll be pastoring in Hungary, Bible Baptist Church in Debrecen, Hungary, from April through July, while the missionary is back in the States. He had some churches that he really needed him to be to. He said he had some he hasn't been to in 8 years and he needs to get back. And I'm just grateful that I have the opportunity to do that and I'm available for that. And then thirdly, I thank God for old age because I'm going to see the Lord before too long. And last night when I mentioned that, I felt like I had to remind everybody, I feel fine. It's not like I'm failing in some way or anything like that. But yeah, that day it gets closer every day throughout our lives when if you know Him, that you're with the Lord. And I look forward to that day. It's like this, my friends. If you consider how wonderful it is to know the Lord uh, in the context of this fallen world and with our limited understanding and our fallen eyes that we have now, can you imagine how amazing it's going to be to know Him and have that relationship when we leave this world behind and when the old man, as Paul refers to it, is no longer a factory in our lives and we can know Him as we are known? What a blessing that's going to be. And I thank God He's given me this time of life when I can prepare myself for that day and just look forward to that day when I step into glory and see Him face to face. Well, that's been somewhat of an encouragement for you today as you think of what you're grateful for on this Thanksgiving Day, and as we look forward to the days ahead, especially this Saturday as it comes up when the Buckeyes just thoroughly embarrass Michigan. So, with that thought, I'll leave you and look forward to being with you again very soon.